The college football experience, week 11, weekday games preview. I know the slide is wrong. And college football playoff rankings reaction show on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is, well, brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, look, if you haven't checked out Underdog Fantasy, it is fantastic. They're hooking up new customers. Play just $5, get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCESGPN. And remember, as always, folks, too, let it ride.
This is Brock Purdy from Iowa State, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the college football experience, week 11 weekday preview and picks episode and college football playoff reaction show. YouTube.com/the college experience. We're always having fun. Jump on over there, hit that like and subscribe button. And, yeah, here we go. I mean, just we got the Battle of the Bricks going on. This game's insane. 5 minutes left. The Redskins currently up 3 on the Bobcats. We got college hoops going on. We got another just one game I'm going to complain to you about. YouTube.com/the college experience. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, well, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
We waited as long as we could trying to watch this Battle of the Bricks. High drama. Maction delivering. Too late. This has been a great game so far. I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the College Basketball Experience. We'll be going live later tonight. Covering all of tomorrow's action every single night. College hoops, every game we talk about it. Give it up for former staffer and Austin Peay with the Governor of South Carolina, with the Gamecocks in West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, aka Money Lod Mac. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Yes, we're right in the thick of things. I feel like this is going to be the theme every night. Games going on left and right. Cheers, everybody.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Yes. So currently, like I said, Miami, Ohio up 3. Yeah, gonna have a hold right there. Up 3 with about 4 minutes left. This game's been back and forth like a title fight. Of course, it's a rematch of the MAC title last year. And then the one that I'm really mad about is I originally, without giving it serious thought, went in on Akron, like on like that was my pick. I had yet to bet it. And then when we did our show, I feel like you convinced me to take UMass plus 9.5 or 10. I even think I got 10.
How many shits is UMass going to take?
Oh my God. It is currently 44-10. Shout out to ESPN. These announcers don't even know that Akron can't make a bowl. They keep saying bowl games alive. Bowl games alive. 6-6. They have yet to. No one has informed them that they are not eligible via the NCAA to make a bowl this year. So glad to see they're really caught up on shit. Glad to see they were in the. They didn't have any meetings for the game, I can tell, with the schools. So there's that. But your thoughts on your Minutemen that are just clearly the worst team in the FBS? I think I'd lay 14 with Sam Houston.
This is unbelievable. They are. I can't take them again. This is it, man. Like you're a double-digit dog to fucking Akron, and you're down fucking 50. Oh man, that's unforgivable. They're gonna go 0-12. It's hard to believe. They should have never fired Don Brown.
Yeah, I mean, I just love how they expect him to fix it in 2 years. It's like this program's been trashed for like 15 years, so it's gonna like go study. Clark Lee was terrible at Vanderbilt his first couple of years. You know, like go study. Look at a lot of these coaches their first couple of years. You know, some of the best coaches their first couple of years. Remember Harbaugh almost got fired at Michigan?
Yeah, everybody wanted.
You know what I mean though? Like and that's Michigan. So imagine UMass where like, you know, it's a project. You got to get people to buy in. You got to get them, you know, it's a project. You got to be patient for the project to pay off. But they're acting like they're Auburn or something, firing Don Brown for 2 years. You know what? You didn't make a bowl in 2 years. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's playing the SEC schedule.
Yeah. That's another thing too. It's like you keep giving us all these road trips to Auburn and Missouri and A&M. Yeah. Anyways, dude. So tonight we did. Let me see if I can show this to the world right here. We did get our first. I don't watch that show. I will never watch that show. But
Neither
they
did I. I just saw it
apparently
on
released the first college football rankings here, and if I can figure out how to use a computer, that'd be nice. But here we go. We have it right here. The college football playoff announced their or the committee announced their top 25. I knew it was going to be corrupt. I knew they'd have Ohio State over Indiana, despite really not having the same amount, like just the more impressive wins. And I'm not even mad at that one though, because I think that one, like, you can legit argue, right? I'm not mad at Ohio State ahead of Indiana. I'm mad at everything else though. I mean, any idiot that thinks we should have a 12-team playoff, like, if you don't see the corruption, like when it was a 4-team, I was like, we need larger. At 12, like, is it better than 4? Is it the best model we've had yet? Yes. But if you don't think we should have a larger one than 12, well, let me give you exhibit 700,465,494. You know, this right here. BYU's undefeated. BYU is undefeated. They're number 7 behind Alabama, Georgia, and Ole Miss. And I know what they say. What's the narrative they say? BYU has had a lot of close calls. And Georgia, those close calls are just that.
They don't count.
What is this, dude? What is this?
Oregon.
Like Oregon at number 9 with their best win being Northwestern over Virginia and Louisville. And how about this? Notre Dame with 2 losses ahead of Louisville, even though they both played at Miami. One team never trailed the entire game, wire to wire. Louisville went down there and beat their ass. Notre Dame lost to Miami, who is ranked number 18. Louisville lost to Virginia in overtime, who's ranked number 14. Make it make sense. These fucking losers. They're all losers. They're all bought and paid losers. All right. Like, I'm kind of numb to it at this point, but I try not to give it thought, but then like when I see the graphics or I see, you know, it's just ridiculous. Your thoughts on the college football playoffs first rankings?
And a complete joke. It's so obvious where their agenda and where their money lies. Texas and Oklahoma being where they are is a fucking joke. Utah has 2 losses to 2 top 10 teams, and they're sitting behind them when they have more road wins than both of them.
You know, there's no consistency. Whether it's the Notre Dame thing where they have a clear common opponent with Louisville, and Louisville has a loss in overtime to a higher ranked team than Notre Dame, and Notre Dame has 2 losses. I mean, that one is just, what the fuck are we talking about, right? then like, I don't see. I mean, there's so much to break down here on this. Like,
What I mean, Georgia Tech loses 1 game on the road and they dropped them all the way to 17. What the fuck are we doing?
yeah, against NC State's got a winning record.
Yes. Oh
NC
my
State
God.
also beat Virginia.
What's Oklahoma's best win? Michigan
or Tennessee, right?
Where's Michigan ranked? Are they even ranked? 21. Tennessee and Michigan. I mean,
it's really so bad. It's like insulting to anyone who loves the sports. Like, okay, you're going to put Oregon at number 9. Oregon has played 1 team with a winning record. 1 fucking team with a winning record in the FBS. And that was Northwestern. So you, by doing this, you're telling me that Northwestern win is very fucking impressive. Very impressive. That's what they're saying when they put Oregon at number 9. Well, then you would think that a team like Tulane, who beat Northwestern by, let me just make sure I'm correct on the, I want to say 20. Sorry, it was 20. By 20 means nothing because they're not even fucking ranked.
You know where the corruption starts? Look at number 25. What did they do to deserve?
They've beaten nobody.
And you know what they did? They put them at 25 so that would be a top 25 win for Oklahoma, and that would pad up and pup up Texas and pup up the rest of them. I mean,
as far as what my votes are and what my process is, I wake up early in the morning after covering a game late in the night before. Don't want to go too much into my process or logic, but I will say I appreciate everybody's interaction on social media and all of your feedback. There's tons of people that vote on the AP poll.
This isn't the AP poll. This is athletic directors and former coaches and stuff, but they're all they're it's just not honest. It's not honest. It's not honest. To me, like if you're going to give them these wins, you have to stay consistent. Like I mentioned with Oregon, if Oregon beating Northwestern was so goddamn impressive. By the way, Oregon beat Northwestern by the same exact amount of points as Tulane. So what
how is, but it goes back to them crowbarring Tennessee in there because Tennessee has 3 losses. Memphis has 1. They both beat Arkansas. How are they above Memphis or any G5 team with 1 loss? Tennessee hasn't done shit.
Miami.
How is it? Miami's like easily into the top 20. How? Who's Cristobal? Is Cristobal banging that chick over there? What's going on?
She's not even on the playoff committee. I'm playing that just for comedic value. But who has Missouri beat? That's good. Who has Missouri beat? That's good.
Nobody.
I'm just gonna quick. I'm trying to get to it right now. Kansas. That's the first thing that I would think, right? They beat Kansas. That's their only win against a team with a winning record. Kansas at home, which they did win by 11, but they were also down by 17 points at one point in that game. So 1 win against a team with a winning record, and they're in the top 25. Tennessee has 0 wins with the team against a winning record. I mean, I don't even give a shit about the Tennessee play. I don't think they should be ranked because they haven't beat anybody good, but like the disrespect to Virginia and Louisville, is so bad. And also BYU and even Texas Tech.
I know.
Okay. Georgia has one loss at home to Alabama, a team that did not make the playoffs a year ago, because they seem to be going on previous years, right? Did not make the playoffs a year ago. Alabama did not. Georgia lost at home. And then Georgia, if Tennessee could make a field goal, would have beaten Georgia. They missed that field goal, went to overtime. Georgia wins in overtime. But Georgia's had a lot of those close calls, whether it was Ole Miss, whether it was Florida. They've had a lot of close calls this year, right? They got one loss, but it was at home. Texas Tech has one loss on the road in a game they had the lead in with 1 minute left with a backup quarterback.
Yep.
At a team that played in the college football playoffs a year ago. And they deserve to be behind Georgia, because Texas Tech has blown out everybody else besides that one game with their backup quarterback in a game they had the lead with 1 minute left. This is a fucking sham. It doesn't surprise me, but it's a sham.
The playbook of the SEC is so obvious. They love to prop up the middle of their pack, the Missouris, the Tennessees, the teams that are complete counterfeit. So when the teams up top beat them, they can claim it's a top 25 win. When you know that Tennessee's not a top 25 team, Missouri's not a top 25 team. Those two teams are not very good. They haven't beaten anybody on their schedule, but that's what the SEC does. And honestly, who's Washington beat?
No one.
Rutgers or best
Illinois. Win? Illinois is the best win for Washington. But how about this? Texas ahead of Virginia. Okay, Virginia has one loss. Texas has two. Virginia's loss is to a team with a winning record, NC State, who also just beat your number 17 team, Georgia Tech, right? Texas, okay, you have a loss to Ohio State. That's your number one ranked team. No problem. Texas has a loss to what are they? 3 wins? How many wins does Florida have right now? I think it's 3, right?
3 and 5.
A 3-win Florida team who lost to South Florida in their own building in South Florida. You don't even have ranked. So why should Virginia be behind Texas when they only have one loss? They beat Florida State, who your number 4 team lost to, right? They beat your number 15 team, Louisville. Texas has what? A win over number 12 and a number 16. But they have 2. This is a fucking sham. It's a fucking joke, dude. All this and people wonder why I don't want a 12-team playoff. I want way more, because the corruption is so fucking corrupt. This is like a fucking Haitian election. You know what I mean? Like, this is, and it's been going on forever. So it's like, why anyone that I know, I got into a Troy one time on this show he thought like that the BCS was better than the 12 team. I disagree, but I also, a lot of people want the 12 team to stay at 12. And I'm like, why should it? You have no track record of being honest. You have no track record of consistency. Like, you're just doing this just off of what TV ratings? I don't know, or power within, the institutions. It's just hilarious to me. It's fucking hilarious.
The fact that neither of those
teams,
the fact that neither of those G5 teams with one loss made the top 25 out of the American is a joke.
Well, once again, they're not showing consistency. If Georgia's so good, number 5 in the nation because of a win against Florida, and they're valuing Florida, as I'm assuming, as that's a decent win, because they also have Miami at 18 who beat Florida, right? And they have Texas at 11. They're not penalizing them for the Florida loss. So Florida must be good, right? They must be good. They're telling us they must be good. Well, South Florida beat Florida at their fucking place. And they're not in this.
And Memphis beat South Florida and Arkansas who was Tennessee's best win.
No, this is such a fucking. I mean, I would prefer to not do this because I kind of think I'm part of the problem because we react and that's like good for clicks and like. But I also feel like everyone's hit me up. You still have like 50 people that will DM me being like, dude, I want to see a reaction to the playoffs. So you're kind of caught in this, place where you're like, I'm feeding the system that's part of the problem. But, I mean, you need a larger playoff than 12. This is This is another article for my case on a much larger playoff than 12. Because they're just not, if they could just honestly be consistent and say, okay, if you're going to do that, if you're going to honor Florida as good, I will disagree with it, but I would at least appreciate the consistency, which means South Florida would have to be ranked, right? And the same scenario for Virginia, Louisville, like that whole scenario, Notre Dame would not like, if you could just be consistent on what you like, this is just, to me, it's like you're just sitting there saying, okay, whatever, let's just do this. We'll put this there. You're not looking at anything. You're not being consistent to any of your arguments. And it just looks like a bunch of morons. This is like fucking, this is like Naked Gun. You know what I mean? Like this is just stupidity at the highest level. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, I can make the case. How is JMU not in the top 25? They have one loss on the road to number 15 in a competitive ass game, and they've blown everybody else out.
Yeah, and Miami has one road game outside of Florida, and they've lost. All right. Miami also lost at home in a game they never had the lead to Louisville. I mean,
how is Miami 18?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They must be honoring the Florida win, which you would think would then honor. Both can't be right. Miami beat South Florida too. So that means you're telling me that you're honoring Miami beating South Florida and Florida, which means you should have South Florida ranked because they won at Florida and South Florida is one of their losses is to Miami.
You have to have South Florida or Memphis ranked because Memphis beat South Florida.
Yes. And on the final play of the game. So if you're paying attention to that shit, there's no consistency, man. There's just that's the part that is, it screams like FIFA. You know what I mean? Like FIFA, when they choose the cities for the World Cup. You know what I mean? Like they're on the take, or there's high up officials that I don't know, or TV execs because ESPN puts on the playoff. I hold them with zero credibility, and I would say that to them. I honestly would say that. Let me get access to whoever's on that. I would say, why? How is this even possible? It seems very simple that you could sit there and say, okay, we're going to honor this win. All right. We're going to honor this. If you're saying Oregon beating Northwestern, their only team with a winning record, that means you must think Northwestern's pretty fucking good, right? I'm on board. Okay. They must be pretty good. I mean, I would refute that some, but that's not, Northwestern's got a winning record in the Big Ten or, overall. So that they're telling me they think they're good. So I'm like, okay, well, be consistent with it. Just be consistent with it. Who has beat Northwestern by the same exact score as Oregon? It is Tulane.
Tulane.
Well, Tulane, okay, so Tulane has 2 losses, right? Okay, a bunch of these teams have 2 losses, right? But Tulane, one of their losses is to the number 6 team that you think is number 6 at their place, right? Okay, so that shouldn't hurt them too much, right? The other loss is to a UTSA team with a winning record, but okay, they're not setting the world on fire. Okay, but they also beat Duke, right? They beat Duke. That's a good win. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Notre Dame at 10 is a fucking joke, man. That shows the corruption. That's probably the biggest one. I mean, Oregon is fucking ridiculous too. Oregon and Notre Dame, that just shows they're on the, I feel like the behind closed doors, you just bid on it. You bid on who should be ranked where.
Well, and I'll go right to number 1. If Oregon and Notre Dame are really top 10 teams, Indiana and Texas A&M won on the road at both those places. How are they
And
behind?
they have Iowa at 20.
Yeah. How are they behind Ohio State?
Yeah.
I know that riles the Buckeye fans up because they're God's gift to college football, according to their fan base. But I mean, goddamn.
So what are they basing it on? Like what? So,
your brand. It's your brand.
yeah. So the Ohio State has one ranked win on here, correct? Or two?
They got
Texas and Washington.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Indiana has a win against number 9, so higher than anything Ohio State has on the road by double digits. But they also have a second win higher than anything Ohio State has at number 20, and that was also on the road. It's just stupid. It makes my brain hurt, dude. It's just like this is, it's just corrupt. That's what you just have to say. It's like, and this is why like I get bothered when I talk to people. They're like, "Oh, we got to stay at 12." No, the corruption proves that you have to cast a large fucking net to try to weed out the corruption. The corruption's always going to happen. You see it in college basketball. You saw North Carolina get in last year when they didn't deserve. They weren't even close to being getting in my opinion. Like,
yeah.
So the corruption's always going to be there. So you must create a big enough net to neutralize the corruption to a certain extent. It's always going to be corrupt, right? But it's amazing that these morons like that I feel like I'm supposed to address as my colleagues don't talk about this more. That, like, how can you be happy with 12? How could you ever be happy with 12? I don't understand how anyone could be happy with 12.
It's horrible.
Anyway, we did have other news. Let me just get rid of this. We had from Chapel Bill to the great Chestnut Bill. Chestnut Bill. I'm referring to Bill O'Brien in case you don't know. Well, first I want to say that they had let me do this first. Okay, I'm sorry. I want to tell you folks out there that the college football experience is brought to you by us. Yes, we are part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and the college basketball season is here. It tipped off the other night. Make sure to subscribe to the College Basketball Experience to catch their daily podcast and download the SGPN app for free to get access to all of our college basketball picks. But in general, all of our picks for whatever are there. So jump on over there and do that. We're also brought to you by MyBookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on football, and everything else. Their prop builder is second to none. Their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. You can easily deposit and get lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head on over to MyBookie.ag. And when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN for a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That's MyBookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Novig. Novig's America's #1 sports prediction market. With Novig, you're getting the best prices because they're an exchange. Novig's available in 35 plus different states as well. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. So get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. All right. We are back. I did want to talk about my favorite rivalry game. My favorite like non-traditional rivalry game that's a rivalry game is here this weekend upon us, Mac. What I'm referring to is the legendary JFK Bowl. It's the 4th annual JFK Bowl. Ask not what you can do for your country, but what you can do for college football by having the SMU Mustangs play the Boston College Eagles. The JFK Bowl, my favorite game. That's going on this weekend. So I'm very excited to watch that game. I was surprised the other night when you did not answer. You wanted to see that one the most. But we got some fireworks here. As Chestnut Bill
Coach,
O'Brien.
Wondering, do you have a message for the fans? Obviously losing to Notre Dame Catholic school rival, 1-8 now in the season BC. I've heard from a lot of fans. They're just really down.
I'm really glad. You know, I'm glad you're down. I'm not down. Nobody's down. We're fighting. We're competing. You know, it's the second year of this program, Mike. You always come in here with these down questions. Like, you show up like once a month or something like that. You come in here with these down questions. I'm not down. I don't know what year you graduated from BC, but this is a program that we're building. Okay. Nobody here's down. We're positive. We're going to show up and play our asses off against SMU. You can go out there in your dark, clouded world or whatever it is and do what you want to do. We're not down. The sun is up, and we're fighting. That's my message to the fans. What's up, Trevor?
How you doing? SMU leads.
What's up, Trevor?
Yeah. Chestnut Bill? Are you on Chestnut Bill's side, or you think, negative, what was his name again? I don't remember.
Joe?
Your thoughts on Joe. Your thoughts.
I'm on Chestnut Bill's side if the guy only shows up once a month. If you're going to ask the hard questions, you got to show up every week. I mean, they're 1-8. They're having a miserable year. He's obviously going to be pissed off.
The Bet Detective. Check out the Bottom Line Bombs podcast. He says he makes $5 million a year. No shit, he's not down.
Oh, fuck that reporter.
Yeah.
Shit on him, Billy Teapot, Billy O'Brien.
Yeah. And Must Vibe Productions. I want more than 24. 32 is the perfect for me. Because in something this corrupt, who the hell wants this? What Parlay Ray? What, you don't want more football? You don't want more football where, like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want something that's more, honest? Shouldn't you want the least amount of corruption?
Oh, he's trolling.
You know what I mean? Shouldn't you want that? So anyway, yeah, man, I'm excited for this JFK Bowl. Really excited for it. We got games. We got live bullets. Thursday night. Wait, did I throw these out of order? Why am I seeing this one first? I might have put this out of order.
You got Cloud Brain?
I did have Cloud Brain today. I think I did put this out of order. Huh. Oh, you know what it is? I'm doing the SGP one. Give me 1 second here.
You're looking live.
You are looking live. Let me fucking up shit. Here we go.
That detective doing in there. What's he doing?
He's sitting there. He's studying.
Closing those windows over there.
I was wondering. I was like, wait a second. Where are the MAC games? By the way, what happened in that MAC game? As I was talking,
Ohio won.
There we go. So here we go. Game one tomorrow night. Series that goes back. We got action tomorrow night, folks. Series that goes back to the 60s. Northern Illinois heading to the Glass Bowl to take on Toledo. I am currently seeing this line at
14.5.
14.5. Toledo minus 14.5. Over under at 42.5. I actually think I gotta lay it. I think they're telling you to lay it.
Oh God, how many times are we gonna do this with Toledo though?
This was a 13-6 game a season ago.
I know.
Northern Illinois is really bad this year, though.
Yeah, and it is a last fuck you to them.
Yeah. Must Vibe saying, I don't want more football if it means that they're. Why wouldn't you want to? So you're basically saying you prefer corruption. The hell's going on here? I mean, we just explained how corrupt. I mean, it's been so corrupt. Like, I actually think there's never really been a true national champ ever. You know what I mean? Like, you could argue that there's never been. Why not? Why not? Why would you not want that? I'm laying it with Toledo though.
Yeah, I mean, Candle and company, they've shit the bed enough this year on the fucking double-digit spreads. I know he's like the worst coach ever, double-digit spread laying points, but NIU, I think they've had the target on their back. They finally got their win. I think Toledo rolls.
Yeah, me too. Lock it up. All right, these
All
are
right.
solo games. We're betting all this
Here we
action
go.
shit.
Here we go.
Bet on fucking UMass tonight. But I had Ohio. There we go. You don't want an invitational. So what do you have right now? You're happy with what you have right now? Next up, Kent State is at Ball State. Is this the better action game?
Yes. 2 first-year head coaches doing a good job, man.
I agree.
Yeah.
Schumann Stadium will be rocking. Ball State's laying 2.5. The over/under at 47.5. Ball State did win by 2 a season ago, 37-35. I'm gonna go with the home team here. Carney just got paid, man.
I was just saying. I was like,
just got paid.
I was like, we gotta fade. We gotta fade. Fucking the contract. He gets a contract extension at Kent State. Oh, this is the best play on the board. Ball State lock.
And he should have got the contract extension. We
Totally.
addressed that on yesterday's show. But yeah, lock up Ball State. Yurmovich playing good ball.
Dude, doing a great job.
Yeah, they're gonna get him here. Lay the 2.5. Let's go.
And I just looked. Year 1 at Butler, he was 7-4 too, man. I mean, he's a good coach. I think they're playing for him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm actually really excited to watch this game tomorrow. Way more excited than I thought. Had you told me, back in August, I was like, but I'm way more excited to watch this than I thought I would be. Thursday action. We get the Deeper Than Hate rivalry. I'm always excited to go to this. Me and NC Nick were thinking about going to this, but I'm always excited to watch this or talk about this. I've been watching this game since they were in the fucking FCS. And this is a fun one, man. And you got to wonder right now, App State's laid at 6.5, the over under at 62.5. Series goes back to the 1930s. Georgia Southern's 3-5. You're telling me if Clay Helton loses this game, the remaining games after that are a red hot Coastal Carolina, an Old Dominion team that's really good, and a Marshall team that seems to be peaking, and that's at Marshall on November 29th. If he loses this, 3-9 is on the fucking table. Now, maybe they get another win, but even 4-8, I would assume that's got to get you fired, right?
Yeah, 4-8, 3-9. He's done.
And then on the other side of this, Dow Loggins is in year 1. App has been decent, but they haven't been as good as I thought they would be. But they've had moments where they look like what I thought they could be.
Yep.
So, they're 4-4. They're fighting for a bowl game here. They have this game, then they're at JMU, then they're home to Marshall and home to Arkansas State. That schedule looked great in August. I think though all 4 of those teams. I mean, you got this game, which is a rivalry game, so you throw the records out. JMU should be ranked probably, like you said. Marshall's red hot towards the past 4 or 5 games. Arkansas State's red hot. So I need one win. I took the over 4.5 wins on App State, so I'm still sweating this thing. I think they get it here. I'm laying the 6.5 lock. It might take all game. What's the weather in Boone, by the way?
I was just getting ready to say it's got to be cold, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Blanton in the chat.
Oh yeah, mid-40s. Yeah, I'm on app with you. Big rivalry, but I think Helton may have lost a team. They're still playing at App State for a bowl game here. So 4-4. I think they get win number 5 here. I think they win by north of a touchdown for Coach Doggins.
Loggins.
Yeah, I combined his first name and last name.
I do that all the time.
Loggins, Dow Loggins. Justin Kearns. They got too many coaches. They got too many coaches in my head right now.
It is tough, man. November's a bitch month for us. Doing college hoops all the time. I'm still doing the goddamn CFL Road to the Grey Cup. I got the fucking this. Yeah, I mean, I love it all, but it's just time is not kind. I'll say that you're recording like 6 hours a day. Next up on Thursday, man, this is a huge fucking game. Absolutely huge game here. As these Roadrunners, Meep, are catching 13.5 at Raymond James Stadium. That pile of shit. Taking on South Florida. UTSA, last time they played these Bulls, Moneyline Mac, they won by 28.
Yeah.
Things have changed a lot since then, but I'll say this, UTSA is an interesting team because you got to think after beating Tulane, I tend to think they're more talented than their record this year. So it makes this game sneaky to a certain extent. Did they find something last week? And the fact this is a weekday game, this stadium does not traditionally get really packed, but I will say a couple games ago, this got it got pretty lit there. Well, I forget what game it was. Was it Charlotte? Maybe Charlotte?
Yeah, it was a Friday night game.
Yeah. So that makes this game, if that's a lit environment, I tend to think South Florida's the play. I still think that South Florida's the play because UTSA, they just need to show me consistency. So I know we're taking a lot of favorites here.
Yeah, we're chalking it up. I'm on South Florida too. I think they're off a bye and they're off a loss. And UTSA, when they've hit the road, have really struggled, especially defensively. So I don't think they're going to get beat like they did at North Texas, but I think 38-17 or something.
Yeah, 38-17 would be what 55 points, right? The over-under's at 68.5, and Go Beavs saying take that over.
It's a lot of.
I don't know. That's a big fucking over, man. And shout out to Royal Flush. South Florida is getting their own stadium. That's being built, I think, currently. So there's good news coming if you're a South Florida Bulls fan or a college football fan like us. Yeah. So what are we 4 for 4 on favorites?
Yeah. Take some dogs on Friday.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, this is a huge game though, man, because UTSA is still fighting for a bowl game. They're probably going to get there. I would imagine they're going to get to a bowl game. Traylor's a good coach, but South Florida has at Navy on deck. Is there any chance they're looking past UTSA because they're just like flirting around 500? And Navy is a team that, has been very good in the conference of late.
I don't think so because UTSA has been so good in the conference too, and Traylor, and they beat the shit out of Tulane the way they did. I think that gets South Florida.
That probably got on their radar, right?
And South Florida's off the loss.
Yeah, let's go. Double lock on these Bulls. Lay the 13.5. All right, next up we go to Friday's card, but before we get there, do want to let the good folks know that the college football experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog's your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000 times the amount of money you enter. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers as well. Play just $5, get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is crushing it in college football and NFL, and they just added NBA, and college hoops is coming. Threw us a great college hoops party for March Madness. You're going to want to get over there because they just do fantastic stuff. In fact, track 5 bets of the same type from any model that you build, and you could win $1,000. Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. So what are you doing? Download Rhythm. That's RITHMM. Use that promo code SGPN25 and let it ride. All right, Friday night we have we're going FCS on you.
Delaware State, baby.
State is heading to Baltimore. To take on Morgan State, and Delaware State is a great story. I even put DeSean Jackson on the fucking, even though I messed up the week. I put DeSean Jackson on the cover of this episode because, dude, I mentioned this on the FCS show, which I'm not sure everyone heard. It's been like 15 years since Delaware State had a winning record. Something like that. 12 years, 15 years, something like that. I don't have it in front of me. They're 6-3. They play 11 games in the FCS. They are having a winning record, regardless of how the rest of the season goes. But man, it's even better when you look under the hood here. Their losses are to FBS Delaware in a game that was actually a lot closer than the final score. So they looked really good in that game. Then they lost to fucking Sacred Hat, who is a winning, a team that's winning. Now that's their worst loss of the year, but it was by 4. And then they lost to top 10 Monmouth, who has the number 1 offense in the FCS, by just 11 points. So I mean, I actually think this is, you can make, if you're combining FCS to FBS, Mac, you can make an argument this is the best coaching job being done in America.
Him and Carney.
Yeah, I mean, but Delaware State's was so bad historically.
Yeah.
Like I mean Kent State too, but Kent State's they're not a bowl team yet. Delaware State, I mean, they won at North Carolina Central, huge. That's a great win for this program. And now they go to Morgan State, and they're right now, I would say he has them in position to play for the Celebration Bowl. Sure, you're going to have to beat South Carolina State and take care of business against Morgan State and Howard, but that is the Black National Championship. And if he can go and get that in year 1, or at least even an appearance, you don't even have to win the fucking thing.
Dion never won it, right?
No, he lost. He lost both
twice,
times.
right?
Yeah, he lost both times. Buddy Pugh got him from South Carolina State. This is one of the best coaching jobs I've seen. I know he's got Clinton Portis on the staff, and let's be honest, I was kind of a skeptic. I mean, I liked the creativity of the hire just because it was like Delaware State. You need to get some type of juice behind your program, but I didn't think, especially in year 1, I thought this dude's gonna have to learn how to coach. But here we are. I see Delaware State laying 6.5, and Chalk Dundee is back laying the fucking 6.5 here, dude.
Yeah, it feels short, but man, I'm not going against Delaware State again.
I'm doing it, and it does seem short.
Chalk ass picks here tonight, everybody.
Series goes back to 1951. Come buzz, sting with the Hornets, Delaware State. All right, there's no way we're gonna go every fucking game chalk, right? There's just no way.
I got some dogs.
There's no way. Well, on Friday night, if you thought this series was great being 74 years old, this Delaware State and Morgan State thing, well, try Ivy League Friday night as Harvard, who's top 15 in the FCS right now and undefeated and has a quarterback on the NFL radar. Harvard is heading to Manhattan to take on Columbia in a series that goes back to 1877. God bless this sport.
Chalk it up here too.
7-0 Harvard at 1-6 Columbia. I'm seeing the line at 27.5. I will let you know. Last year was 26-6. Harvard got it done. This game's on ESPN 2. I think I gotta lay it.
I'll take the points here. No bet here.
I mean, they did play Yale all right last week.
It's a lot of points.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Let's take the fucking points. Enough of these favorites. Lock up the dogs. Lock up. This is the one. I don't feel amazing about it, though, because Columbia has had some terrible fucking games.
Yeah.
I mean, how about Dartmouth beat him last time on a Friday night? Dartmouth beat him 49-3, and I was on Columbia there. Give me the 27.5 with Columbia. Maybe you wait a little bit and it goes to 28, though. That might work.
Yeah, get north of 4 touchdowns.
All right, no way. So we got one dog so far. Next up, Friday night, Houston is going to the Moon Bounce to take on the very, very, very golden UCF Knights. UCF trying to get to a bowl game.
Year 1, Scott Frost.
This is like a critical game for their bowl aspirations, because if they get this, I think I feel pretty safe saying they're bowling, because this is the 50-50 game for them. I mean, it's not 50-50 because they're dogs, but I'm saying, like, if they can get this game, Old AAC foe. Because after this week, they're in Lubbock. But then they're home to Oklahoma State, which would get them to that bowl game.
Yeah, this is it.
And then they're in Provo, of all places, on Saturday, the 29th, with BYU will probably be playing to get to the playoffs. And by the way, Haley Sawyer Process says, great name. Columbia plus 28.5 on FanDuel right now. So jump over there and get the 28.5. We're locking up 28.5. Houston's laying 1.5. Houston's 4-0 on the road. They didn't have them in the top 25. Ridiculous.
Of course not.
I'm on the Houston Cougars minus 1.5. It might take all like I think Frost's got this UCF team a little bit ahead of where I thought they would be. But Houston wins this game barely. 27-24, something like that. So I'm also on the over 47.5. What are you doing here at the Moon Bounce?
This game, it kind of stinks a little bit. I mean, Houston's coming in off a loss, and they're still going to be I guess it's flipping back and forth with who's favored.
Houston's quarterback situation is a little iffy, and also obviously they're probably their best offensive player, Stephon Johnson's out for the year.
Yeah, I think UCF's going to be able to run the ball. I think they're going to be able to expose Houston's defense like West Virginia just did. So I'm going to take UCF Friday night in the bounce house, and they get this one in Oklahoma State. They get to a bowl game, and I think that's a great first year for Frost. So we'll battle.
That if that happens, yeah. I mean, I'm going to bet this. If this was on Saturday, I would not be locking this.
Yeah,
but there's only so many things you could bet on Friday night. So I mean, let's have some fun. But
short week down at the bounce house.
Let's go. We got a battle at the bounce house, the Moon Bounce. Dundee on them Cougs, Mac on these very, very golden Knights. All right, and next we go to the Liberty Bowl, one of my favorite stadiums. There's something about this game that's awesome. There's just something about it. I'm a big blues jazz guy. Me and Patty C have long said that this should be, I mean, look, they've been playing since the 1950s, but this should be, they should take a fucking showboat this should be a thing. You know, both these cities have amazing culture. Blues, jazz, they should make it a week-long fucking thing and take a showboat down the Mississippi River with the fucking band and everything, have a goddamn party. And fans should be on these other showboats going down, and this should be a thing. I'm trying to build this thing up, man. I love this. Something about New Orleans and Memphis playing, doesn't matter what it is. It's awesome. It's perfect. I need more of it. Memphis is laying 5.5. This game is pretty awesome, but I'm locking up the Green Wave after the loss plus 5.5. I think Memphis may win, but I'll take my chances on the Green Wave. I think Tulane, I wouldn't shock me if they won it outright, but give me the 5.5. This is a field goal game. What are you doing here, Mac?
I love Tulane here. I bounce back spot after getting blown out. Also a revenge game. Memphis won as a 2-touchdown dog last year at Tulane. The road teams won here three straight in this series. So yeah, give me Tulane, lock it up. I think they went outright. Pull off the upset.
Double lock on Tulane.
It's easy to see a tide turn.
More American shit show.
I mean, this is a great game though. Like, shout out to the AAC. I know you gave them shit back in June or something, but between UTSA and South Florida and Tulane, Memphis, these are the best 2 weekday games other than the Battle of the Bricks, which I would have probably put in that mix. These 2 games are awesome, dude. These 2 games that they're giving us on the weekday here. it would make the Big East proud. It would make the Big East proud. All right.
Yes.
Very, very good job there handling this one. Final game of the night. And, I really hate the Big Ten if you haven't picked up on this.
Friday night Sox game. Like, come on.
Well, they do this on purpose. These Big Ten execs. They know. It's like they all subscribe to the show. They know I fucking hate all these new matchups. Rutgers and Maryland's being played on Saturday. I'm surprised they didn't do a doubleheader with this, Mac. I'm surprised they didn't give us a doubleheader of this. So the Big Ten was like, you know what? We're going to force this NFL conference on us. And then guess what? They probably had a meeting like, well, no one's going to watch Northwestern and USC. And they go, oh, yeah? We'll make them watch it. Let's put it on Friday night. The same as, and by the way, let me see if I can hit you on this. Tell me they didn't know this plan, Mac. Like, tell me they didn't have meetings about this. Because they also gave us Cal Virginia Tech, right? Which I know is not the Big Ten. But they gave us Cal Virginia Tech. They gave us North Carolina Cal, right? They gave us Rutgers Washington, right? They gave us what was the other one? Was it Minnesota, Nebraska, which I still think Nebraska should be in the Big 8, right? They gave us, I feel like they gave us one more. Iowa Rutgers week 4. They gave us, okay, it's clean that week. Okay, hang on, let me see here. They gave us, that's fair enough, but they still put Northwestern on Friday night there. All right, so they've done this. You tell me they didn't have a meeting saying, what the fuck are we going to do with these boring fucking games where no one gives a fuck? What are we going to do with these? Right? These people love college football. We love regionality. Well, we're going to make them. We're going to change their fucking brains. Because Friday night, we got Northwestern heading to one of my favorite stadiums in the world, the Los Angeles Coliseum. Take on USC. And the series does go back to the 50s because the Big Ten and Pac-10 had a historic rivalry to a certain extent. Man, I'll watch every snap of it. So you win, Big Ten. All right? You win.
They got you.
I mean, now there's college hoops, though. So it's definitely not going to be on the main TV, but that's not going to matter to them. A rating is a rating. And Bet Detective, if you're still in here, we know about those Nielsen ratings.
Could this be a sleepy spot?
For Northwestern, 100%.
For
Who's
USC.
going to this game, by the way?
For USC.
I'm laying it, dude.
Look what USC's coming off of and what they got on deck. They just played Michigan, Notre Dame, and Nebraska. 3 premier programs in the history of college
Lincoln
football.
Riley needs wins. You can't you can't fuck this up. No, I'm laying it, dude. I'm laying it. I think it's gonna be a blowout. So last year, so anytime Northwestern has come west, they lost to Washington, and Jed Fish's third game last year?
Yeah.
24-5.
Hilarious.
So they only went once last year out there. This year they haven't gone yet. The Big Ten's done a good job protecting that, but they also lost to Oregon by 20 at home. But I don't know what to deduce from that. I'm laying it with USC. It seems so fucking chalky, though. To your point, I don't even know. I mean, USC's in the playoff race, so it's like you would think their fans would show up, but it is a Friday night.
Oh, they ain't going to this shit.
They've had the fucking Dodgers going all week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm laying it with USC, though. I think they win 42-17. We have a battle?
I hate this game. Yeah, give me Northwestern. Give me Northwestern. They win. USC wins by 10. They win by 10 or 11.
It's a small world when you've got unbelievable tits.
I'm sorry. That's what the Wildcats faithful are going to be thinking when they make the trip to LA.
Yes.
All right. We got a battle at the Coliseum. Dundee on the Trojan men. Mac on them Wildcats. All right, Mac, before we get out of here, because I know we got the college basketball show, we got the SGP college football show about to go on in 20 minutes. But what's the weekday game you feel best about between all of these?
I think Tulane. I really like Tulane in that spot.
Really? At number
Yeah.
one? I think that was my number two.
I like the coaching matchup. I like Summerall after getting his ass beat against Silverfield coming in hot and
Maybe you're right. I was thinking them or App. Them or App, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably the top two plays on the board.
Yeah, Loggins against Helton, who's basically fired already.
What's the one you trust least? It's got to be like this one. It's got to be this one.
That or Northwestern.
It's gotta be Northern Illinois at Toledo, right?
Yeah, or Northwestern.
Yeah, folks. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at TheColeBD. The College Football Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Fuck the College Football Playoff Committee. And what does Earl Weaver say? Fuck and fuck the show coming up next, which is me on the Sports Gambling Podcast and the College Basketball Experience going live. So we got a bunch of content. Stick around, folks. You'll have your option at both. Yeah. And currently we got Duke up 17 on Texas, buddy. Cha-ching, and a little battle against this motherfucker here.
Fucking Texas had the lead at halftime. These fucking bitches.
Till next time, folks. Can't wait to watch all of these games. Shout out to the Ohio Bobcats for rallying and winning the Battle of the Bricks. Key play in that game where the real kickoff happened. Cy Bangor took it to the house. Make special teams great again. The kickoff is the greatest play in football. And follow kick return SGPN or SGPN kick return on Twitter. Till next time, this is the College Football Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.